All right, are we live? I think we might be live. All right, thought I'd try something a little different here, just for fun. I'm gonna be making dinner. We're gonna be making sizzling Tex-Mex beef tacos. We use every plate. It's what I've been using to basically learn how to cook because I was never taught. And I don't know. I've been doing this for a few months now, so thought it'd be kind of fun to just stream it. So let's get into it. What we're going to need for this is one onion, which we're going to end up slicing, some sour cream, ground beef, beef stock concentrate, a green pepper, and some tortillas and Tex-Mex paste. Um, and we're going to start by cutting up the onion. First, we're going to have to peel it and figure out how we're going to do that. What I like to do, and, just a reminder, like, I am not a professional cook by any stretch of the imagination, but I have started to get used to, like, how every plate works. So I like to cut off the ends of the onion before I peel it. And this is where I think I get the most OCD with the onions. Is obviously I want to get like this first layer of skin off, which this one is weirdly connected on there. But I even like to go one layer deeper and try and just, I don't know, get it as white as I can. So I usually move into like the second or third layer. Like this right here, that's like too green for me, though it's probably edible. So I don't know. This is what we get down to. Wash it. And then I need to thinly slice it. So first, I'm going to have it. And then I guess we're just going to play it by ear and just slice it just a little bit. I used to be really picky about how I do this, but I've become a lot less picky because I know they're going on tacos, so I feel like they can afford to have some girth. But I don't know. Just get them somewhat enough that's going to fit on a standard like taco shell. Tortilla. So yeah, I don't know. I just had this idea for the cooking stream. I cook most days before my wife gets home from work, and try and get dinner prepared. Though I know we kind of have an early dinner more than most people, but it's like 3:30 now. But I don't know. A lot of times, I don't know about you guys, but like I don't eat lunch pretty much. I don't know what it is. Like I just like I'm not hungry basically. Like I am hungry, but also I'm not, and I just don't want to like take the time to put something together. Anything meaningful at least. I might have like a little snack. Um so yeah, I don't know. I don't have lunch. Today I actually had a little bowl of chili from last night. And I don't know, I've been thinking about what I'm going to stream. And I've been really into World of Warcraft lately. and playing that out. Like Burning Crusade expansion is going to be coming out soonish, and I'm excited to play that. So I've been playing through Classic, trying to get my warrior to level 60. That way I can play Burning Crusade when it releases, probably like in January, and then it's going to parlay itself right into Midnight for retail WoW, and I'm excited to play that too. I haven't played pretty much any retail WoW since like Wrath of the Lich King or Cataclysm, maybe. I've jumped in and like dabbled for like an hour or two before I was like, eh. But with the new announcements they're making about Midnight and getting rid of add-ons, I think is such a big change, especially for the casual gamer. Like, it's annoying to have when I was log on to WoW, and it felt like the only way I'm gonna be keep up with everyone else is if I start getting all these add-ons and like I don't know. It's like I have to do research and study outside of the game to play the game. And I think they're moving in the right direction with what they're doing with Midnight and try and get everything just in the game so I don't have to do anything. I think that's really the main thing. So, yeah, we're still plugging away at this onion here. I would say cutting vegetables is arguably the hardest, not hardest, but the most time-consuming part of cooking. Like when I see recipes that call for vegetables, I'm always looking for the one that has the least amount of vegetables in it. It will even say like on these recipes they give like a time estimate. It said, active 15 minutes, total 25 minutes, which means like 10 minutes probably on an iron. And sometimes when they have like carrots and potatoes and broccoli and all this stuff, tomatoes especially. How do you cut tomatoes properly? I feel like I'm cutting tomatoes and it gets so juicy. And like even when I can get slices on it, and then it wants me to dice the tomato, and then dicing a tomato is a whole another beast to tackle. Um, Anyways, that's literally probably the hardest part about cooking is the cutting of the vegetables. But I'm also lazy when it comes to that stuff. I've also recently been making banana bread. I have a little recipe for that. It was actually a recipe that my great grandmother used to make, and then my mom started making it, and then my mom gave me the recipe for it. And to be honest with you, it's nothing. It's probably nothing that unique, but I don't know. It's something that's been passed in the family. Uh, there's honestly, no trick to it other than we don't put nuts in it, which I think people are obsessed with putting nuts in their food. And it's like, why do you ruin it with that? Especially a banana bread that's supposed to be like, I mean, banana bread's loaded with sugar. At least mine is. And um, I don't know. Desserts shouldn't have nuts. That's my hot take. Desserts with nuts. It's like, are we trying to fool ourselves into thinking this is healthier? All right, so now that we've cut the onions, who cut the onions? Um, anyways, I cut the onions. I pretty much went with like, again, I didn't do a big crazy job with it. The pieces are even probably as big as like a fingernail or something. But that's good enough for me. I could go a little bit deeper in the paint here. I'm just gonna, I kind of pile it up and then I just kind of go through like this. Again, I used to be a perfectionist about this, like how I diced it, but I've gotten over that. I can't. It's so time consuming for what the presentation may be a little bit better. Also fits on the taco shell. But I'm not min-maxing cooking. I already do min-maxing in games. I'm not min-maxing in cooking. All right. I also have such a nice like cutting board here. This white. I got this. It covers the whole counter. And that way I don't have to think about a cutting board. I can just slap things on here and it's so easy to clean. It gets a little stained over time. Like, I don't know how long we've had this, 6 months maybe. And I don't know, obviously it gets a little stained, but it's not terrible. All right, so we did the onion. Okay, we need to halve, core, and thinly slice the green pepper. So I'm going to move the onion over here. We're going to end up making 6 tacos with it. All right, so first things first, what does it say? Halve, core, and thinly sliced green pepper. So it wants me to have it and then core it. Is that how I want to do it? I feel like I have a way that I usually do this. I don't know. My gut inclination is, well, this is not cutting. Is to cut this top off here. And then, I don't know, cut the little tail end. And then there's really, honestly, there isn't much of a core here for me to dig out. But I'll do this, try and get rid of the seeds. I don't know, is that a normal way to core a freaking pepper? Works for me. It's like this one little piece in there. All right, so yeah, pretty much emptied out now. Pretty happy with that. And if there is some seeds, I don't mind. I have made a turning point. Like, I'm starting to really like spiciness. Pretty much anytime I can get something spicy, I'm going to. So anyways, I don't know. I cut it in half there. Now I just kind of have this green pepper like this, kind of like a flat sheet. And then I think it wants us to cut us into strips. It says thinly slice into strips. So I'm probably going to do it, I don't know, is that horizontally? I'm just going to do this. Let me get something like that. And then I'll probably end up cutting these strips in half. Boom. And then what we're going to do is just going to cut these in half. Okay. And I just kind of play it by ear and how big they are. You know, the understanding being these have to go in a tortilla. So you don't want them too long. Don't really want them too fat. You know, you just want them to fit in just right. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. All right, that's the green pepper. All right, next up is we get to the actual cooking part over here. So I'm going to use this, and we're gonna do this. It wants me to heat a large drizzle of oil in a large pan over medium-high heat. And then we're going to add the onion and green pepper. So, see if we can't set you up for this. And then we can do this, and then we do that. And then hopefully that works. And we're going to wait for this to heat up. How we doing? Okay. Oh, hello there, sir. What are you cooking? Cooking taco? I gotta go now. It was nice talking to you. Oh, shit. Sorry, dude. I can't even. I think the chat is too small for me to read from here. I don't know if you're still there. Let me see if I can't adjust the chat on this. Be a little bigger. I'm still here. All right, dude. I cannot see anything. But yes, we are cooking tacos. The chat is insanely small on my phone. But I'm heating this up. Gonna put some olive oil in there. I like to use olive oil instead of cooking oil or like vegetable oil. Kind of feel it out. But I still gotta go because 5:44 a.m. here. All right, see you later, Brian God. Drop a follow if you haven't. I'm kind of curious if the alert works, to be honest with you. So we're gonna dip this olive oil in. Maybe you did follow and I just didn't see it because I don't get any sound. I'm basically just talking to myself here. A lot of kinks that I think need to be worked out. Lurk. All right. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably some Twitch command that I'm not familiar with. NVM. All right. Yeah, lurk. Leave the stream open. You know, you don't have to watch. Just leave it up on your phone. What's crazy is this thing says 0 viewers. Do you do cooking a lot on stream? This is honestly my first stream. So, yeah, I mean, my plan is I just cook every day. So, my plan is to stream it, but this is the first stream. So, I really, difficult for me to answer that question. But we're going to throw in all this onion and green pepper. Boom, boom, boom. Just grabbing it. Maybe I should start wearing headphones and maybe I can hear alerts on my phone better. I see. Damn, I love watching people cooking, honestly. Really? Well, you like someone who cooks, so growing up, I never cooked. Like, I don't know, my mom didn't teach me that sort of thing. So I basically never learned to cook. I got this thing called Every Plate. It's basically like HelloFresh, but they send you meals in the mail, and then they give you a recipe on how to do it. And so I've been cooking these for months now because I had to stop going out and eating out all the time. And I don't know, I've gotten used to them, and I'm kind of starting to like cooking. I know how to freaking dice onions and peppers now, at least. Before, I'd be like, if someone told me that, I would have been like spazzing in my head, like, what am I doing? Okay, I need to add the beef, which I gotta cut this stuff open. Let me grab my kitchen scissors. I don't know if that's a good spot for the camera, but we're doing it. And we're going to add the beef. Yeah, I hate eating out a lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate eating out. I actually love eating out. I love it too much, is my problem. I would eat out every day, but I'm also getting to that age where, like, I get sick when I have fast food. Or not, like, I don't know if I get sick. Honestly, I need to learn how to cook myself. Also, do you stream daily? I don't know. Again, this is my first stream, so yeah, I'd like to stream daily. I think in my mind, the idea would be that I would throw on a cooking stream when I'm making dinner. And that would be like, I don't know, 20 minutes or however long it takes. But I'm going to add the beef. This is the beef stock concentrate. That's what's so nice. I never would have used concentrate ever if I tried to teach myself how to cook. But using Every Plate, this is not sponsored by Every Plate, but using Every Plate, it's like, it's really helped a lot. So if you are learning to cook, I would recommend it because they make you cook like adult meals and they tell you exactly what to do and it's all like really simple. And you realize how easy cooking can actually be. All right, so we're going to do this and we're going to have to break up the meat now. And this is going to be the meat that goes in the tacos. I've pretty much added every ingredient that's going to be here. Everything that's in here is going to be what makes 6 tacos, I believe. So they say. I'm trying to watch and check the year of the clips. Are you talking about my Twitch clips? I mean, when have I actually started streaming on Twitch? Like my very first stream was forever ago. But I don't know. I'm mainly kind of like a gamer, but I'm a gamer who also has to be an adult at times as well. Much to my chagrin. So I'm learning how to cook. You started streaming a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, sure, I've turned on the stream before in the past. I mean, let's see. I mean, I'm assuming the clip you're looking at, because I think I only have like 3 or 4 clips on there. It's probably when I was playing, what was that game called? It was like I think the title's like It's Not Her. And it was like a scary game. It's kind of like Among Us before Among Us. Kind of. But the concept of like, what's that game called? Oh, shit. Oh, crap. I haven't decided if this is a family-friendly stream or not. What made you stop streaming for a long time? Were you busy with work? Yeah, but I think also I don't know how to stream. I mean, I could turn the stream on and just play a game, but I think, especially now, it's like, with streaming, one, you have to be consistent, but 2, you also need to have, like, content. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. I start it, I stop it, I start it, I stop it. It's hard to place. I think about streaming a ton. I've always thought about it, but I think I also get stuck in analysis paralysis, is what they say. But, you know, also, it's like when you're working and I don't know, you know, streaming can take up a lot of your time. My goal is for streaming not to take up a ton of my time. So yeah, work I guess is part of it, but it's also kind of like exercise, where it's like, yes, I should exercise. The only way to get results exercising is to be a consistent exerciser. But sometimes like, oh, I'm going to exercise. You exercise hard for like 2 months, and you fall off for a while. And so that's kind of like what the situation is there. I also just shaved today. I usually have a beard, and I feel so naked. So yeah, this is cooking pretty nice. I'm going to try and give you a look at it. Stream is in 16 FPS, which is crazy to me. 15, so sorry about that. I'll go look at it, see what happened. Might just be my phone can't handle it. But I have an iPhone 14. You think it would be able to, right? Let's see. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't put salt and pepper. So let's put a little salt in here. Should be good on salt. I have pepper here. Ooh, 11 FPS, 12 FPS. That's crazy. Hope you stream more. Dude, did you follow? Are you a follower? No, you're not. So if you want to see me stream more, drop a follow. Frankly, I'm surprised anyone even is in this stream. Yes, I follow you just now. All right. Let's see. This has never been done before. Or the alerts on mobile haven't been done before. I hope my goals, the FPS is going to be way better for the next one. All right, I have to kind of wait. I've tested it like with the alert system, but I haven't had like an actual real person follow, so I don't even know. But I'm looking at my event list. I'm not seeing that it went through or it's registered yet, but we'll kind of wait. I got to go now. I need to go to sleep. All right. Good night, man. Good night. What time is it? I mean, you must be in Europe or something. Good morning, man. 5:55 a.m. Gosh dang, bro. Yeah. Oh, you're a night owl. Nice. So am I. All right. Well, this is going to be the final. While you go, you can kind of see I'm basically going to turn this off. I'm from Southeast Asia. How did you find the stream? That's my real question. Are you on? It says you're on Twitch, so cool. Was that just a suggestion? Like, how did I even pop up for you? That's the part that I don't understand. All right. So that's going to be it for that meat. And we're going to put the taco shells on, and then I think we're done. Or we're going to heat up the taco shells in the cooking category. Nice. Interesting. YouTube or Twitch algorithm, I guess, on my side. Let's go. My event list scuffed. I'm not seeing the follow. Unless you lied to me. All right. That's good. Meat's done. I'm going to heat up these taco shells now. God, 11 FPS is 12 FPS is crazy, dude. That is so bad. Got to look at that. So we need damp paper towels to heat up our tortillas. I don't know how everyone else likes to dampen it, but I kind of do something like this. And I just take water and then I just throw it on, just kind of splash it on like that. That's what I like to do. Bada bing, bada boom. There's one. And then we're going to just put these in here somehow, some way. Actually, I bet we can probably stack them. Kind of cover it like this. We're going to end up microwaving them. Maybe we get a little bit crazy with this one and do this. How's that? Just kind of go at it in there. It's really, really wet now, but that's probably all right. Okay, and then top it off. We put this in the microwave for 30 seconds. Give or take. Okay, cool. So yeah, now we wait. The microwave's gonna heat up my tacos, shells, tortillas. And then we just put together the tacos. Easy breezy lemon squeezy. Beep, beep. There's supposed to be a fire drill in my apartment complex today, but it hasn't happened yet, and I don't know when it's going to happen. So we'll have to wait and see. What would be really nice, I think, to add to this is some music in the background. What do we think about that, guys? What do we think about that? All right, let's look at our taco shells. All right, so this is exactly what you want from a taco shell. Is it needs to be pliable. When you get them, they're sometimes like hard, I guess. Not crusty, but they're just not pliable. And so that's why we wet the paper towel and get it damp and put the taco shells in it. Tortillas. That way we can have these nice, like, pliable tortillas. I'm going to distribute this between 6 tacos. And we're going to do it over there. So, all right, we'll come back and get you. Maybe we start with something like that. Whatever. I'm going to use this. Use this spoon. Here is our taco meat with fajita veggies. There, big reveal. There's that meat in there. That meat in that one. We're running out of meat, I'm not going to lie. I have to get 3 more tacos with this meat. That one's going to have a little bit less meat. All right. That's 3 tacos. And boom, throw that there. And then to top it all off, we add a little sour cream to the mix. Little sour cream. Bada bing. Bada boom. Bada ba. Beautiful, beautiful work. I'll be back here in a moment. One moment, please. Hold. Hold. Okay, I'm coming back. Okay. There we go. Some beautiful tacos. Let's see if we can't just wrap one up. I don't know. There you go. Tacos. Woo! So there's that one. Put that to the side, and then we just have to put together one more batch. And then we are pretty much done. I need to find a good spot for like displaying. I think that's my big problem right now. Works, I guess. Okay. 1 little dopamine hit. 2 little dopamine hits. 3 little dopamine hits. There we go. Bang. Kaplawi. Charizard. All right. And then a little sour cream action. Okay. Sweet Lord. Okie doke. And there we have it, folks. That is sizzling Tex-Mex beef tacos. How do we do? Do we do okay? You can't really see the green peppers in there, but they're in there. Smells good. Smells very good. Okay. That's it for me, folks. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't, please follow. And yeah, I might be live again tomorrow, hopefully with higher FPS. So, peace out.